Well, it's good to be here, and good afternoon. I'm going to introduce our panelists here in a moment. Just wanted to make a few brief comments. And I'll start off by noting that yesterday, the Wall Street Journal wrote, "The U.S. is barreling toward one of the greatest self-inflicted wounds in its history." This came into sharper focus last week, the journal continues, sharper focus last week when President Biden suspended oil leases in Alaska's Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, even as Russia and OPEC announced production increases. This suspension of oil leases is in addition to the cancellation of a major pipeline and promises of all kinds of other regulatory mischief. The very industries that fueled the Industrial Revolution and brought us the prosperity that we are enjoying today are under attack like never before. Our traditional energy suppliers are a target of environmental extremists and cynical opportunists who seek to exploit the so-called climate crisis for money and power. And Pennsylvania is at the very bullseye of that target. Pennsylvania is the nation's second largest producer of natural gas, making it one of the largest producers in the world. It is the third largest producer of coal in the country and the second largest coal exporter to foreign markets. The state ranks second in the nation after Illinois in the generation of electricity with nuclear power. And the state is the leading exporter of electricity to other states. This kind of productivity should be celebrated and nurtured. However, our governor, much like the Biden administration, seeks to undermine it at every turn. What our energy suppliers get from the Wolf administration is more regulation, permitting delays, and attempts to tax some segments of the industry out of existence. Before going to our panel, who I want to be the main speakers here today, I will say two things about the organization I'm with. That is the CO2 Coalition. Most of you probably never heard of it. But the two things I want to say is, one, I love CO2 and so should you. And the other is to report that the CO2 Coalition will be appearing before the House Environmental Resources and Energy Committee later this month to expose for what it is the pseudo-science of Governor Wolf's anti-fossil fuel agenda. The coalition has more than 70 world-class scientists who are equipped to do just that. So that should be fun.